Alrighty. You okay there, Fatman?
Yeah, I just sneezed.
Yeah.
Okay, it sounded like a dying badger. I mean, you kind of look like one anyway.
Well, I
so.
mean, like, I sneezed with enough force to kill a badger, so.
No, you
see a badger flying out your window.
Lobster versus the badger. Dun,
Just
dun,
hear
dun.
mushrooms. That's an old
Reminds me of a
reference.
cobra and the minx. Wait, no, not the minx. What the fuck kills cobras? Fuck, the little mongoose.
Mongoose.
Yeah, minx. What the fuck is wrong with
Cobra
you,
and the
Dash?
Mink sounds like a weird furry comic.
I don't know, that also
The
sounds like
Cobra.
a weird 60s band.
Yeah, I guess it does.
The cobra
Now that I
and the
think about
minx
it,
today.
a lot of 60 bands sound like furry comics. Josie and the Pussycats has a way different connotation these days. I forgot to get my notepad up so I can take notes. That's staying in. Come on, notepad, load up. I need to write down Pussycats.
Pussycats.
Do you think we're gonna get censored for that? Demonetized in the first 3 minutes for mentioning Pussycats?
Pussycats?
No, pussycats shouldn't be.
Pussycats are adorable.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it has the word pussy in it.
Oh well, you
Cats.
just fucked it up because nobody said
Pussycats.
that. Nobody said that.
It also has the word cats. Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, but does the
Right, you
AI? Does the AI know? Damn it!
No, now we will because you separated it.
All right. Hey everyone, welcome back to Team Frostbite's reactions for Dr. Stone and DBZ Abridged. Last episode, we discovered that Dr. Stone had a really good first episode. Like,
Yes.
hot damn, that was so much good fun.
Lots of good. Yeah, all the good.
Lots of good fun.
Yes.
Lots of good fun. And DBZ, as always, is still friggin' hilarious. Although, okay, so here's the thing that my friends were talking about, because eventually in DBZ, they stopped kind of making the super meta jokes in the sense that, like, there was that scene where Gohan turns into a monkey and then he lifts up the barrel like Donkey Kong. They stopped really making those kind of, like, blatant fourth wall breaking jokes. And they start transitioning into more diegetic jokes, I guess. And the question I want to leverage to not only my co-host here, but also to everyone down below, which do you prefer? Because I kind of miss the good old days of being able to just kind of go hog wild with a concept and break the fourth wall whenever you please. Now, being restricted to the fourth wall can really kind of hamper comedy in many ways. But I wanted to pass it on to my commenters here. What do you guys think?
Well, did you hear that they're going back to that in the Boo Saga?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna. Yeah, they said that. They actually said, like, in I don't know. I think it was one of Lanny's streams, but he was saying that they themselves got sick of that. You know, having to, like, you know, keep to this you know, more serious narrative. Obviously, it like never got to the point of being like a serious narrative because it was always played for comedy, but they you know, wanted to do a lot more jokes, like old school jokes, in the in season 4 whenever they do that.
Oh, well,
So
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah.
What's your personal take on it, Fatman? I want to hear your opinion on it. Your objective opinion, if you would.
Yes.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
I'm not.
All right. God damn it!
Did that video even get a lot of comments?
Yeah,
Like-
no, it's like all the comments.
No, I definitely prefer it the other way. I definitely prefer the more serious bent. Like I mean, like, my favorite thing about you know, Dragon Ball Z is Kami, Piccolo, and Nails interactions, and they around the time that they went in the more serious direction is also when they changed Kami's voice acting. So
how did they change? Oh, I guess well, you can point it out to me when we get there.
It's definitely in season 2.
Yeah,
like there's a clear line drawn in season 2.
No, I saw
We'll
a
get
bird. It was pretty. Kick its ass. So Dashie, I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Even though you obviously we're still going through the series for you, but I wanted to get your thoughts on that before we start getting into the actual reactions themselves. Do you prefer a more serious narrative with a lot of jokes along the way, or do you prefer more of a kind of a vaudevillian slapstick all the way through, where you have a bunch of like kind of out there jokes being thrown in at random?
For me,
Yeah.
I love every single kind of comedy. Like, I've yet to, like, I don't know, anything really. Like, I appreciate the serious narrative too, because it also like changes the story. Because I love like Abridged that, like, of course, that keep the shit in there, the serious shit, but then out of nowhere, like, even as stupid as if like out of nowhere somebody farts and just breaks the tension is amazing. And then at the same time, you know, Three Stooges. Oh my god, hell yeah! Like that kind of like slapstick or whatever meta. Definitely,
Dashie,
like,
have you ever
references.
Have you ever watched any of the Marx Brothers?
Like not a lot, but yes, I have.
Okay, good, because oh god, I
They're,
love them. They're my favorite.
Don't. I wouldn't even like put that under like my belt or whatever, because like it was a while ago. I remember seeing the faces, but I don't remember what the fuck happened. I remember I did like it though. I should get. I guess you gotta remind me of it. Maybe,
One day we'll have to all watch Duck Soup. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time.
So yeah.
So, just like I don't know, just like a compilation of like 15 minutes of the best of Groucho. It's like some amazing stuff.
oh, hug me tighter, hug me tighter. If I hug you any tighter, I'd be on the other side of you. Once in Africa, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How it got into my pajamas, I'll never know. And the best part about the Marx Brothers, make it up all on the fly. Like, it's almost 100% ad lib. You never knew that?
I didn't know that.
That's awesome. That's another thing that I love too.
And then they just let them be.
Yeah.
So Groucho was literally that witty.
That's nice.
Yeah, when you give your actors like, you know, free range and stuff and just catch the best things. I love that so much when it's not supposed to be there and it is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sometimes it can backfire though. Need I say more about the Ghostbusters 2016 reboot? That was their style, where they literally just had kind of a broad script and then just let the actors go ham wild, and a lot of fart jokes. And I know people can find that enjoyable. I don't. Also, my lighting is shit today.
That's another thing too. Like, I know I said about the fart thing. Yeah, exactly. Not too many. Like once in a while, yeah, but not too many farts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with all that established, which actually is like all along the spectrum, which is Fat Man having the more serious, me liking the more random, and Dashie just liking everything.
I mean, like, you guys have seen my Abridged. If you haven't, shame on you. Go watch my Abridged right now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, it's not like I'm not saying you don't appreciate the other kind. I'm just saying that preference is one thing or another. It's that thing.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said about me.
You're literally, you just like everything.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I know people get sick of that, but guess what? Okay. I enjoy life. You're welcome. But anyway,
yeah. So now we really have the full spectrum here.
Alrighty. Well, let's hop from there, which was DBZ discussion, into the second episode of Dr. Stone. I'm excited, guys.
I'm excited. I know.
All right.
Do I have a link?
You've not loaded it up? Seriously?
You never put a link in the thing.
Motherfucker, you should just go to it on your own.
Thing. You said you were going to go to that other thing that hates me, remember?
Yeah, to perfectly legal streaming site. You
Also,
said that it worked for you. No, okay, watch. You load this up, and it's not going to work. You're going to be the one man out. Me and Dashie are going to have the ones that have had the problems on the other sites. Alrighty, we loaded up now, folks?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god, yay.
You should
Crunch.
be. they said you should be crunchy. Instead of you should be watching, it should be you should be crunchy. Why does this art style seem familiar? It kind of reminds me a little bit of JoJo. This art style, the
little bit, right? Yeah.
very masculine detailing on the faces.
Do we know the studio?
I don't think it'd be a studio thing. 'Cause it looks like even in like the passive shots, it looks very distinct. So I'm wondering if the artist is taking inspiration from JoJo's.
Ah, yes. Thanks for the recap, guys.
Yeah, I mean, we get to talk about that poor dog.
Ooh, this music. Wait.
3,700 years. 2 million years getting through the Stone Age.
取り戻してやる。石化や復活の原理も科学的に突きと。
Oh, snap. We're Beats by Dre. Guaranteed to last 3,700 years.
I really want to know what those are. Like, what?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way that would still be on.
I mean, maybe that tree has beats restoring
affinity
properties.
to music? Like, what?
Yeah, no, I'm actually looking it up. It might be Keiichi Okabe.
Are we gonna have to go through these recaps? That's a long recap.
Well, this is no longer.
Yeah,
a
it
recap.
kind of is. This is over 2 minutes already.
This is new.
I like that he's the one who embroidered the E equals MC squared onto his lapel. It's like, come on, bro. Why'd she pose like that?
All right, now, Raymond, I will not watch
I will-
intros, nor do I watch.
I've learned my
endings.
lesson, Dashie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'll say this: it's nice to hear Ohio at the beginning. It welcomed good morning. And I'm usually watching this when I wake up, so it's nice to hear that first thing in the morning.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio. I'm liking the music.
The music is a good time.
Dr. Stone. Music. I just want to find out who the fucking composer is.
I love the drums.
Okay, here we go. Tatsuya Kato. What do I know him? Because I've recognized that music.
Yeah.
Comfer? Okay.
God, you know, like I get why you wouldn't want to watch the intro for like a show like this, because it like totally spoils like 100 characters. It's like, oh, okay, so I guess they're gonna show up one of these days.
Comfer. Future Diary. That's why I recognize him. He was the Mirai Nikki
right.
composer. And Fate Kelly at Iliad. Fate Kelly.
What's with the bagpipes?
ついに来たぞ。この時が。気化が解けて復活するんだな。ああ、そのはずだ。試し。ちゃんと死体に戻った。なんと罰当たりなやつだ。
He laughs.
Wow. Fucking.
でもやっぱすでに死んでるやつは助けてやれねえ。
Fucking hardcore with that.
Oh man. Oh.
Dude. Poor guy, man. Poor everybody, really.
You should probably try and, get her out.
She's gonna be naked. Oh, hi! Nice. Nice. I love this thing.
非常事態のストーンワールドだぞ。尻丸出し
Good guy, big oaf.
That. Oh god, I love you, Taishu.
Yes.
Oh, best boy.
For real.
I think this is something that I might have gotten a little bit of spoiled on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My friends pointed out that
I was just thinking that. I'm like, where? The zoo. Because they showed the zoo in the beginning, remember?
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
oh, well, we know what happened to the dog now. Sadly.
Dude, the most poor animal.
Uh-oh.
The rock. Oh! That was close.
Oh shit! I know how lions hunt. The old lions, they roar from one end and scare people into a trap. They scare their prey into a trap where the other lions are on the other side.
Oh, snap.
Although they might not be going by that rule, which would suck if they didn't. This has been such a smart show since.
Oh, oh! I thought he threw it at the lions!
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dude, I love these guys.
Yeah.
They're such a good dynamic.
Oh, they've known each other forever. Oh! So you just stood there and took it. Lion.
Oh wow, holy shit.
Oh yeah, what?
Maybe now's not like the best time to thaw her out.
It wasn't her.
Oh no, him.
That's okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Is he gonna punch a lion?
He's the strongest. Something like.
I mean...
Definitely it looks JoJo-ish. You're right.
Oh shit.
Ora, 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 ora.
Yeah. Right.
Just from inside the stone.
Oh damn. He's hot. Oh.
Friendly fire.
Damn.
This is very JoJo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, hell yeah! Hell yeah, it is!
Punch that lion!
It's like fucking whatever that song is, the Pillar Man song. Oh, definitely.
And they all just go away.
I mean,
well
that's all you need to
done.
do for real with the because they're not sure like what kind of animals they are.
Oh well, you're the king of the jungle now.
Oh, smack that! Sorry, guys. Not sorry. Definitely. Look at this fucking JoJo pose right now. All I hear is that Pillar Man thing, the song.
You know,
そうなんだが。すぎんぞ獅子王って男。
強すぎちゃダメか。むしろ
奴が欲望もろ出しの悪大官だったらどうする？素手でライオン。
Oh, he's petting it.
Yeah.
100億%止めようがね
肉をさばく道具を借りてもいいかい？ナイフ。食うのかライオンを？食えるのか？
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably really gamey, I'm guessing, but I wonder what lion would taste like.
Hmm.
Let's become poachers, guys.
どういう高校生だ？身をがこの手で殺めたんだ。
Jesus Christ, you killed it? I thought you just KO'd the fucker.
すべてを
I mean, did you see the
With one-
pose though? Did you see the pose? I buy it.
それだけだよ。
Yes, that is a pose of a guy who can kill a lion with one
Now that
punch.
you mention it, in the background I did hear vaguely.
だといいがな。1ミリも興味ねえが、肉を無駄にしねえのは大賛成だ。
You know, I was scared that this guy was gonna become a villain. Not so scared anymore, but he could maybe become like a really respectable villain.
Well, I think everybody here knows that he's like unstoppable. I mean, they just had that conversation. It's just like, well, we don't have guns, so like, what are we gonna do to him?
Oh, nice, nice jacket.
奇跡の水。
Pelt.
なんとかさんが溜まったらすぐ助けるからな。
Okay, look, I just said that you're probably not gonna be a villain, man, but you're already dressing like it.
ケイン。改めて獅子王司だ。司で構わないよ。
Sukasa Mikasa!
頭がまともな科学担当千空と大樹だ。頭が雑な大樹だ。よろしく。
The simple one. Nice to meet you. Oh, beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
基本は山菜と
So
キノコだ。
cute.
肉は
最近肉をたらふく食う夢ばかり見るぞ。こんな生活も、おしまいだね。
Oh, is he gonna? Oh, go, motherfucker! Go, dude! Yes! Oh, he caught two of them. Oh
Alright,
shit!
alright, but I'm gonna call some BS right now. The show is like, oh, it's all about science. Motherfuckers outrunning wild boars and punching them to death. Jesus Christ!
Yeah!
Where did the science go?
Because
Oh,
they had
that's
JoJo!
awesome, but where did the science go?
主流担当。
Oh shit! Oh, look how many fish he got!
になったからには二度と。
Oh, perfect placement.
Well, what if you
perfect
kill
placement.
all the prey? Because you're going to in like 3 days by this rate.
No, come on. They've had 3,000 years to repopulate the wildlife. There are more than
It's
like
not-
fucking 20 fish.
Batman, it's not that I'm underestimating the amount that there are. I am accurately predicting this man's kill rate.
燻製だ。
俺と千空のタッグな。
これでやっと文明の一歩目に進めるな。
Well, I mean, this guy was a good third choice.
Yeah, that fucking crick. It sounds like me. Breaking his neck like that.
おい、司。
I can't get over it. You guys need to freaking watch JoJo's.
I know.
I mean, I only made it up to the Pillarman.
What the? Who's this?
Oh, hello. What? Not hello. Why am I doing that? Oh, she's a corpse. Is she a corpse?
驚かしてすまない。
She's not a corpse. She's stone. She's hard
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Right. If they're in full, if they're broken, then they're not good.
もはやスーパー。
いやー。
Oh.
And he's pregnant.
It worked. Adam and Steve. He found a way.
正解者は100億点ね。
一番重要。まず欲しい。
Women.
スマホか。
欲しいけどな、スマホ。何百万年ワープしてんだ、デカブツ。鉄も欲しいがまだ先だ。もっと便利なもんがある。シューム。
なるほど。例によって全然わからん。
石灰か。
Calcium. It's
Chalk. It is chalk. Or
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
その炭
I
酸
didn't know that was calcium.
体育倉庫を探すんだな。
おお、それな。
Can you eat chalk then?
I know of people that
What
have.
was Deltarune correct?
デカブツ、てめえのおひげのケアに大活躍してた。ボッコボコの粉々にするだけで、その炭酸なんとかの手。
おーし、体力担当、俺に任せろ。
Ron duty. Nice.
炭酸か。
Wow.
4つも。
Surprised it all came out like very powdery white.
その1で水素イオンをぶち飛ばす。つまり土がレベルアップする。
Huh.
焼いて砂と混ぜりゃモルタルの完成だ。モルタルはセメント。
Ooh.
Oh.
家が立つ。
Dope.
その3、石鹸。
So.
海藻か。油を混ぜて反応させりゃ完成だ。病気イコールゲームオーバーのするこの小さい塊が医者代わりの命の石。
Do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, Dr. Stone is a reference to soap?
君は素晴らしいよ。
I mean, okay. All right.
Nice.
の復活直後もそうだ。とっさに冷静な現状伝達。はい。尊敬するよ、心から。
目の前で男を褒める男は下心だらけの腹
Huh.
決まってんだ。何が言いて
The demise.
そんなに深い意図はないよ。君なら合うかもしれない。うん。ただそう思っただけ。
いやー、文明ってのはこうやって出来上がっていくん。
Okay, look. How do you...
一歩一歩な。
He looks like a villain.
じわじわ
Look at him.
ぜ
Wearing a fucking lion's cape.
4つ目はなんだ。貝殻の重要な使い道は4つもあるって言っ
いや3つだ。3つって言わなかったか。
He's hiding the last thing.
もう雑だな俺は。
Oh, he's so me.
Oh.
So he's hiding that last one. He did say 4, right?
I think he did. I think he's hiding it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there's that evil look. Well, either that or he wants to kill him for snoring, but I doubt that's...
Oh, damn. Crossbow.
Ooh, a crossbow.
Ooh.
Taiju don't never change.
Mm-hmm.
このストーンワールドは自由だ。海なんて海だって土地だって昔一人の貧しい少年が貝の首飾りを作ろうとした。
Mm-hmm.
妹は人そこへその場所の漁業権を持つ中年男匂いとともにね。
Oh. Oh.
その男が言うには貝を盗んでいたしほど殴られたよ最後まで妹を
Was that kid you?
Yeah.
Also, you're. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was him.
Yep.
つかさてめえは今人間一人ぶち殺
さもちろんセンク
Oof.
君は心の助けるつもりかい
You say as you murder a man?
だが文明が戻れば必ず老いた金持ちや権力者たちが家賃をよこせ税を払えとまた眩しい
Well, this guy knows his shit, right?
もうそんな世界に戻しちゃいけないここはストーンワールドまだ何の汚れもない楽園だ復活させてこのまま誰のものでもない自然と共に生きていく
I guess he's not into MILFs, Fat Man.
Yeah.
Hey, there will always be more MILFs.
Damn. So it is a villain, yeah. I mean, he is.
全然1ミリも思わねえなもんやらにそそりまくりのテクノロジー大好き少年なもんでな力で人類全員漏れなく助けてやるよ
Hmm.
Well, there's a key conflict already.
Wow.
And I guess we should probably watch.
Oh, what's this?
This is watch this.
I'm not watching. I'm just listening. But it's the
ED usually
what else
doesn't have any kind of spoiler in it. It typically is just like one person. Like, have you seen the meme about anime endings where like the anime openings are always like hyper energetic and they show like every single character. Meanwhile, the endings are typically one character looking kind of passively into the distance, kind of contemplating.
This is awesome. I like this fucking music.
This is nice.
Music's cool.
Of course, the people
Was
at
it
home
me or was
can't
it
hear
short? Or is it because it was because of the
It had
intro
a big old
of-
long recap at the beginning.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not going to be like a trend or anything.
I hope not. That's pretty cool.
Ah, yes, the flower, representative of Yuzu. I was gonna make more jokes about that, but I decided not to.
Was it a lily, Mr. Lesbian?
No, it was a dandelion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know if there's any kind of lesbian subtext to dandelions. I'll need to... I'll need to research it. Oh! Dashie, you're not watching, right? Or did you watch?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Just waiting to see if there's an
going to comment
after
on that,
credit.
but I'm not going to. It's
Just say it was neat.
it was neat.
I mean,
Okay.
here, I remove my... Here, I'm removing. Go ahead. Go.
No. We don't need to discuss it. It's something very small.
Yeah, it wasn't much. You can put your headphones. Wait, why are we saying this? She took her headphones off.
We didn't think this through, did we?
So how about them Mets?
And I also don't watch, like, what's coming up in the next episodes. FYI, Raymond.
Yeah, well, they didn't really. They said
didn't do one of
the
those.
name title. They said the title for the episode. I think that's
Okay,
it.
just... No, FYI. For our future.
Yeah. At this point, if openings are off the table, all right.
I'm pretty sure the fucking actual like.
Look, people,
hey,
back
guys.
me up, people. Back me up. Who watches intros and outros or doesn't? Because I got back, like, I understand the whole, all right, you're ridiculous, but like, you watch something and it's like, oh, damn it, why would they do that?
Yeah, no, I get that. Even though, like, I mean, I don't really, care about spoilers like 9 out of 10 times. Unless it's like, I mean, there are definitely some things that I would prefer not to have spoiled for me, but like most of the time it's like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it anyway, right?
Oh, okay. Well,
My logic is like, you know, if a spoiler would ruin it, it's not gonna hold up to a second watch anyway. So,
but sometimes you don't watch it a second time, so why keep that in there?
It does make me think about like what if other things had anime style openings, like frickin' Citizen Kane. If like Citizen Kane had an anime opening and like prominently featured Rosebud in it, like you just see like at the sled, like at the very end of the opening.
Like, see, for example, like, you know, the whole me being the simple one and you guys being the intellectual ones. Okay, you watch it again because you dig into it. You know, you go into like the analytics and shit. Meanwhile, I go for the emotion, and that, like, especially the shock, like the first boom boom boom, like, and that only happens if I'm not spoiled, obviously.
Well, you see,
so that's what I dig.
That's where like I like this episode because, it's really making me question who Shinsho, is that his name? Shinsho, the big guy?
No, Tsukasa.
Oh, that's his last name, or I think.
Well, so that's what they call him then, because
that's right, Tsukasa. You're right.
Like last name.
I mean, like in the intro, he looked like a villain. I mean, I don't think that's saying much because I've been kind of like even now he looks kind of like a villain, but he's behaving like he could be a villain, but he might not be. And so I'm kind of stuck on like, is this going to be like a full on like how shonen is this going to get? Because this guy can obviously beat the shit out of everything in sight. The man, this is Tarzan incarnate. Actually, I think Tarzan might be scared of this guy.
Well, you know, he was like building a crossbow, so he's definitely like preparing for the worst right now.
But
and that's going to be a good villain though, the kind when you can absolutely understand why this is happening.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be, what's that called, the gray area, the gray area or something.
The anti-hero, or not even anti-hero. The noble villain, that sort of thing. The anti-villain.
Yeah, right, where you get where he's coming from, but he's going a little bit too far, and then the good guys, I don't know.
I mean, you see, if I were,
you guys say it all the time. It's just that I can't.
If I were him, I wouldn't kill and dismantle all these freaking statues of adults. I would free all my friends, then put up all the statues of adults that I didn't like, and then I would just like put them in really funny poses or like really stupid situations.
You can't move the statues. You can't. What?
You can't move the body parts, but you can move the locations of the statues. And
I see. So you're going for humiliation instead of death.
Yes, humiliation instead of death.
Gotcha.
And then, like after like maybe 20 years, then we wake him up after we've already established a new world order.
Yeah, I put it on hold. Okay.
Because I mean, at that point, like the guy's right. There's a lot of assholes who run the world. There's a lot of them. If you rebuild the world in the image you want to see, if you have, the pick and choose who you want to revive, well, then you can form the world you want to see easier than you would be able to realistically in the modern day. So you form that society first, then unleash all these people and say, hey, look, we freed you. You owe us a life debt.
Yeah.
And if they'd be like, no, I own this place, and it's like, buddy, you don't.
Right. Yeah, but that's not gonna last. Like,
oh god, Dashie hasn't seen Endgame yet. Damn it.
but
Dashie, watch Endgame.
He obviously, for me anyway, what I got from this is that his sister died and he didn't have a chance to do that. Okay, because I'm like, why are you basing this on one situation? Like, yeah, you got punched out. Yeah, the dude was an asshole. That was one guy. I get it. And then it makes him think about every single adult. Fine, that's like, what's that called? Trauma, right? Because the sister died because he didn't get a chance to. So that's huge.
Well, it's
as
the
a kid, right?
It's the people who own things. It's this concept of like ownership of nature that he had. That his trauma like stemmed into. This guy was like, no, this is my beach. You can't take things off of my beach. And he's like, no, it's just the beach. And it's like, no.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But still, like, it was one situation that is a different person, there are good people with knowledge. Like, if you know for sure the doctor that you went to and you happen to see and he was a good doctor, blah, 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 revive that bastard, you know?
Oh, yeah, totally.
He's old, you know, but yeah, like you have to worry about the things you need now, not like what you want. I don't know, that's just my spirit. But I get it, though. I get the whole thing with people being dicks and the youth thing. But the youth are, I'm sorry, nowadays just a bunch of idiots, including myself. So
yeah, no, I will attest to that. I am also an idiot. Batman may also be an idiot, possibly.
Idiots unite.
Idiots unite. Tomorrow.
What's the Yahtzee quote? Pants on head retarded? Yeah, that's us.
We're Captain Planet. I'm the heart guy, the useless one. So yeah.
Oh God, Dashie, do you wanna take your headphones out for like a second so I can talk to Raymond about
just tell me in Discord. I'll be watching. All right.
Okay.
They're out.
This is gonna be an Endgame. So if anybody hasn't seen it,
if you haven't watched Endgame, stop watching and then keep watching, but just mute it for like 5 seconds. I will wave my arms when it's clear.
Yeah, I'll wave when we're done talking, so you can just like turn down the volume right now.
Yeah. So starting here.
Yeah. So, you remember Thanos' rant when he was like, where did that lead you? Back to me. There will always be those who remember what they had and they can't be grateful. They're going to do whatever it takes to get back to the way things were when they were sitting pretty and it doesn't matter about everybody else. That whole mentality, like, it still exists. Like,
yeah,
that's like a real thing that happens to people.
It really is.
So, like, I get the idea of, wanting to, like, shred this universe down to the atoms and build a new one that will know nothing but gratitude.
That's why, like, everyone's like, oh, Thanos became so much less engaging in Endgame. And I'm like, I disagree. Because, like, one of the most fascinating things about that new Thanos that we saw was the fact that he accepted the fact that he died after completing his mission. Like, he was just like,
the work was done.
He was completely chill.
Yeah.
This is a man that was more than willing to see through his plan to the end, and then recognizing my plan possibly could fail after it was successful. That's when he decided, I need a new plan. And that's when he went with the scorched earth method. So it's like, it makes complete sense to me. It's not a man that suddenly becomes super evil. It's a man that's like, fuck, everything I've worked towards is shit. I gotta make a new plan, or else they're gonna keep trying to fix shit.
Yeah.
All right.
And I get, and so like thus I get where this guy is coming from. Like, if you revive these guys who like used to be in charge of the world, they'll not only think they still are in charge just because that's the way their brain has been trained over the course of their whole life. They'll try everything in their power to bring it back that way. So you're either gonna hope that there are good ones, or you're gonna not risk it. I get not wanting to risk it.
I can understand that. I mean, but the big thing for me is just like, you guys have all the time in the world. You can do this shit slowly.
I mean,
you can.
They're still limited by their lifespan.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, they're also at the mercy of a lot of other things. We're kind of done talking about Endgame.
Okay, all right.
You have.
You messaged Dashie.
You want to keep it compact? Do you have like anything else to like compare this guy to Thanos?
I've already waved. I've already waved. Too late. We're clear. We're clear. Come back, people. All right. Message Dashie.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I like it. I want to see where it goes. Let's watch some Dragon Ball.
That was a jump. We're not going to get in any more finishing thoughts with everyone else. you get to have your...
Okay, Dashie, what do you... Well, I mean, didn't Dashie have finishing thoughts before we started our discussion?
There was just one thing that I wanted to say. Like, it would be interesting if they didn't thaw out Yuzu, because, like, that would also... Like I said, the only purpose, because they didn't show anything that she was really good at or whatever... I mean, Tsukasa's gonna be fine with it because she's young, but the point is, like, what would her purpose be? Like, honestly, like.
Well, I think this is less. This is more on the onus of the show to now demonstrate to us: does she have a purpose? Does she have a special skill? Because we did see in that one scene in the first episode, she was a kind and compassionate character who was willing to be a little dumb, kind of like Taiju. So with that, we can at least assume that she's, a good-hearted person. She has, her heart in the right place about things. But the question is...
But like I was saying, it would be interesting if they keep that, like, a couple episodes. Like, have them pick the what they need first. Absolutely need. And then go with that part.
Yes, but on the flip side, if they do it too long, it's going to feel like they're really just drawing it out for no purpose.
All right. So when would you like her to be? What episode would you like her to be?
No, I think more of the question would be like, are they going to have the discussion of her value before or after they thaw her out?
That's a good question. If that brings in the difference, different time spans. If they discuss bringing her into the world, if they discuss the value of bringing her into the world before they unthaw her, then I'm okay with them putting it off till even like the end of the season. Because then it seems
like with flashbacks and shit.
Yeah. Because then you could have flashbacks to her,
or Taiju thinking about her,
them discussing her, and then you have that as sort of the end goal. It kind of turns her into a damsel in distress trope, but it turns her into like an end goal for Taiju to unthaw at the end, and then. But if they don't discuss it beforehand, if they just go, hey, I want to unfreeze Yuzu, then it has to be in like the next 2 or 3 episodes, or else it's gonna start feeling like they're pulling it off. They're really pulling it off.
All right, I get that.
Yeah.
Also, I have a question. Go ahead, man. No, you go.
Oh, yeah, because I was gonna say eventually, they are gonna have to repopulate.
Well, yeah, eventually.
That's something that has to happen at some point.
No pressure on the one girl. No pressure.
Yeah.
Anyway, my question was, did beautiful Big Oaf know that? When did they say that if the statue or whatever was broken and it turns like he tried to revive it and it was just a corpse? Did they say that before or after he threw her? I thought it was at the lions. We thought it was he was throwing her at the lions.
They said that
before.
So he knew that.
Yeah, but I always imagine he knows his strength, so he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and he also trusted Bok Choy to catch.
But Bok Choy's not strong though. It has a big ass body with stone covering it.
Well, he did point out.
He was like, how much does she weigh?
Yuzu's not fat.
Yeah, Yuzu's not fat.
Right. Okay. Let's go. Let's go with all right. Let's even go with just plain old 100 pounds. Okay. And you got stone on top of you. How heavy is that going to be? Like. And you're going to be thrown at a nerd. Like, this is wimpy, like, thin, scrabbly. I don't want to.
Well, don't forget, Senko has been living on his own in the wilderness for 6 months.
So he got cut a little bit.
He got a little cut. But... He got a little cut in that time. I imagine he would need to.
All right. Well, I don't know. I would never. But if he knew his strength and he knew that he, Bok Choy was going to be able to fucking catch him. All right.
Yeah. I mean, you raise a legitimate point. My question is, how fragile are the statues? Because we haven't really gotten a good feeling for it yet. We've seen several of them broken after some kind of impact, but then you take into fact that friggin' Taiju got washed away in a flood. Like, that breaks a lot of shit. So you gotta imagine.
Wait. Did he get washed away, or did Bok Choy move him to that cave so it can drip on him?
Well, he got washed away at least once in a flood.
Okay.
But, you gotta take into consideration, the only time we've ever seen any of these statues actively break is when, frickin' Tarzan punched that guy's head off, right there at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
So it's how sturdy are they? I need that information. I need them deets.
Deets. I need them deets. Makes sense. But I think that's about it for
We'll see. I mean, you remember, Tsukasa's the Lion Punch King, so he's got some
the Lion One Punch King.
He's got some like force behind his oomph.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, because he was able to break. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that it seems like they're pretty sturdy.
I still cannot believe that this show has escalated the power scaling so much with one character.
Well, I mean, these guys, they got their these are the people who survived. They have their wills as strong as steel, so they got,
Well,
I don't know.
It
willing to
hit
let a
me
lot
that the
slide.
school that they're at apparently just hosts the paragons of very specific exemplary skills. So far, we've got fucking Bok Choy the science boy. We've got Big Oaf, master of endurance, and Tarzan, killer of lions. Like when you take in the astronomical odds of all of them attending the same school, you're pushing some realms of
they
incredulity.
didn't go to the same school. They didn't go to. I don't think they said they went to the same school.
No, I thought he was the local delinquent at the school. I thought that's what that.
Not in the school, in like he read about him somewhere in a paper or something.
I mean, even in the
I'll have to
same
look it up.
city.
Either way,
Even
they're
in the
within
same
like
city.
walking distance.
Yeah.
Fine. All right. Fine. But yeah.
Um,
What was the last thing? So they have brains, brawn, and attack.
yes.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I'm trying to think of
And
like
now they
he
need-
protect, he defend, but he also protect. I'm trying to think of like that meme, but I can't really really know.
Now they need a healer or
Yeah, they need a healer.
Or-
They need a
an elf.
They need.
They need
need
a
an
rogue.
orc.
Do they need a rogue
Do
though?
they need a rogue?
I mean, they've
if-
got the wizard. They've got the fighter. They've got the barbarian. They could use a rogue. A rogue would be handy.
Okay.
There were a couple of characters in the open. Not going to say who that looked like could be roguish.
Okay.
But you don't know who they're going to be or if they're even going to be friends. For
So
Christ's
bottom line,
sake.
they are definitely going to thaw other people there. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I that's kind of the big draw of the series is that this race is it's not that if they're going to thaw people, it's who they're going to thaw out.
Yeah.
The
This isn't like that fucking Last Man on Earth show where it was just like, oh hey, this is an interesting concept, and then it just gets less and less interesting after like every second.
I think
It's like-
but when I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
No, it's okay.
What I was gonna say is when you say, do they need a rogue, or rogues are the ones that scout areas and shit, right?
they scout
Yeah.
and they're very like sneaky. They like to stab
Stealthy
things in the
and
back.
Usually the thieves, right?
Yeah, thieves.
Okay.
Thieves are
So
Yeah.
So if they, I would think like if they find a civilization that's somehow worth thought somewhere, in their travels, and it's like a village or something, then I think they would need that so they can like, check out the areas and shit and find out how they live and shit. So
Yeah.
Man.
That was like my question of like different factions. Like, are they gonna
Yeah,
find
exactly.
another faction?
yeah. Well, at this rate,
because that's not the only cave that has Shikaka, guano. So and that's from Ace Ventura, by the way.
yeah, I know. I recognize that. Oh god, I love Ace Ventura. Fucking rhino scene is classic.
Oh my god, yeah.
Love it.
But I was gonna say is like, are we going to see other factions, or are we just going to see the split of a faction? Are we even going to see any kind of alternate faction at all? Are we going to just have in-faction fighting?
Or is Tsukasa going to like somehow steal the recipe, quote unquote, to unthaw people, and then make up his own world
Well,
on
that's
one
what I'm
side,
saying, a split faction.
and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
between I didn't. I thought we were still on other groups that may exist,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like Tsukasa himself. Like,
I feel like an end of season, or maybe even like an end of season 2 twist, could be like they like cobble together like a radio out of like coconuts and Gilligan's Island shit, and then they like meet like a different like the Americans or like the Indian faction or the Chinese faction.
Please let them introduce Americans. I would love to hear how the show handles English. Like if anyone ever has a chance, look at the show Symphogear. It actually has a very decent first season, with the exception of like the very last 3 seconds. But one of the best parts of the show happens at, I want to say, the midpoint of the season, where a couple of people are talking with American diplomats, and the English is some of the worst in the absolute best way possible English
I was just
I
about
have
to say,
ever heard.
What kind? Was it cringy or was it hilarious? Which one was it?
We will commence operations.
Yes. So the answer is yes.
It's like the most slurred, heavily accented, like to the point where you're not even sure if they're speaking English or Japanese at times. It's great. It is great. And I'm allowed to say that I speak Japanese.
I love like phonetic language when it's like it's very clear that they like don't know what they're saying and they're just like saying the sounds that they were told. That's my favorite kind of
God, you should watch Symphogear season 1. It is the kind of mess I think you would enjoy.
All right.
It's like in Twin Peaks when they speak backwards, right? You know, to give the sound that like unnatural quality. So they have the actors in the scene say the words like phonetically backwards, and then they reverse the footage.
Wait, sorry, my computer skipped.
About?
What just happened? What were we talking about?
No,
I was talking about like that like sound of like the uncanny valley in speech, like in Twin Peaks when they have the actors speak phonetically backwards, and they play the footage backwards to give it that quality.
That is strange. I tried watching Twin Peaks. I only got through like 2 episodes with my dad, and we just said no.
Yeah, I've never seen
Which I know that's kind of a shame, because apparently it gets some really kind of crazy out there stuff in there, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it gets. I mean, like, it's kind of iconic. If I'm being honest,
that's Fincher, right? Is that Fincher?
Lynch. Yeah,
they're both kind of out there directors, right? Fincher and Lynch.
Yeah. You remember your Davids. You got your Finchers, your Lynches, and your Cronenbergs. And then this information can save your life.
Did you say Cronenberg?
What the fuck? Know your Davids.
Oh god, yeah, know your Davids. I
was to say later you need to tell me what it's about, because I don't want to like take up time.
It's a murder mystery story, but it like starts getting like paranormal shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's the short.
Think X-Files, but
and
on LSD.
The long version. Yeah.
But no, so I think we're talked enough about Dr. Stone, even though it was, I think, really enjoyable. Let's hop into episode 7 of Team 4 Stars, Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yes.
We're all good with that? We're all good talking about Dr. Stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done talking about Dr. Stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Till next week, anyway.
All right. Everyone loaded up?
Hold on.
All done or hold on?
Hold on, because I'm trying to go to 0-0, but it plays automatically, so I'll just let go when.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate that.
Want it. Yeah.
Use your arrow keys.
All right, I'll let go and
use your arrow keys.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go. I gotta remember not to use my right hand when counting down 3. I have to use my left hand because my right hand needs to operate the mouse.
Raymond, add the captions.
Yeah, when you download the episode, put the closed captions on.
I don't know if I use a download site, so I don't know if I can do that. But
well,
I'll get you a copy.
I would appreciate that.
Now that I know how to use OBS.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how their butts. Like, I don't know. Never mind.
Yes, Toriyama butts.
Oh man. Oh damn.
Blown up one of the Dragon Balls. what now, Vegeta? The Dragon Balls, Nappa.
Dragon Balls, you know? There are 7 of them. They grant you any wish you want, like immortality.
Yeah. Pandas. You know what, Nappa?
Aww, I like him.
Out of my hair forever.
Yeah, he is hilarious, and we'll quote everything he says.
That's what I heard.
On your guard. They're coming right towards us.
But where would they be headed on?
Strongest power level.
But my dad's dead.
I was.
Well, by that logic, I suppose you would have the strongest power level on Earth.
Popo.
I thought I said someone else coming. Good. Seems you be.
No, isn't it great?
You're almost as strong as Gohan now.
Wait.
Because I'm a Saiyan.
Well, at least there's only 2 of you. So, Piccolo.
Well, training wasn't that bad. Mr. Piccolo is actually really nice after you get...
Stockholm
What's
syndrome?
your sparring partner for today?
Really? Who? How's your training, Philip?
When do they? What's the time period?
Oh, it's been a whole year.
Yeah, no, but like, there's dinosaurs.
Oh, it's fantasy land.
Why are you crying?
There are also
Oh, I see.
furry dogs, you know.
Okay.
Man, he's all. Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay,
So,
you're right. He
you
is.
guys are the Saiyans.
And you're here with the Dragon Balls.
No. We are. Small Saiyans. No. And this is Vegeta. He...
To that.
He's referring to me, you idiot. And it's not an insult. The Namekian doesn't have a penis, right, Vegeta?
So what exactly did it make you, Mr. Piccolo? You survived mostly on water. Land?
Gohan, no.
Do you also conduct photosynthesis, or do you...
Go on,
What?
nerd.
Which one, Mr. King? Look, Vegeta. I have to protect my image. And the cargo with people. Good.
Oh.
0.9
Raditz?
Raditz. 1.1 Raditz. You remember Raditz was the guy from the first episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those readings are useless. Yes. I have a better way.
Hey.
Aw.
Power levels.
That's not good.
What are those? They're cultivated life form. And that's right. He was so weak, we could actually grow Fraggles. Oh god damn it, Nappa, nobody's going to get that.
No wonder. Media, no
Okay,
wonder.
More of them. Who the hell are you? Old people. Those small ones, two tall ones, and a Pokemon.
I'm not a Pokemon, I'm Chiaotzu.
Chiaotzu. I'm gonna catch it.
I told you I'm not
All right. Let's see if I can get a. Hey guys, I'm here now. It's Yamcha! That's right. Work ourselves half to death with our training. So I know that as long as we stick together,
He's gonna suck, isn't he?
we will win.
Oh, wait, for real? What? No, for real? Is that seriously it? Oh.
You know, shit's gotta get real.
And that Rufu, that one's cabbage head. That one's other cabbage head. Vegeta Jr., no!
Oh shit, man, that's. Oh, the eyeball sticking out.
Yep.
All that. Damn. That's,
Alrighty.
violence. This is for kids, huh? That's just
For kids, you know. Well, for 90s kids. So,
yeah, 90s
you know.
kids. We had a good childhood, and no long-lasting consequences, such as innate desire to eviscerate your opponents.
That's insane. That was
We
really
all-
good. I love Nappa. I guess that's why he's
Yeah,
so.
that was a fan favorite.
Mhm.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So
I can't wait.
Well,
because I
deserved.
remember when we were watching Kai that you were saying that Yamcha. Did I say that right? Yamcha.
Yeah, Yamcha. He's the guy who blew up.
Yeah, like he was like a bitch boy or whatever, and
Yeah.
is that seriously it? Was he in like? Well, don't tell me, but I'm like saying, was he in one episode and that's it? Like
He's sort of
Alright, I'm ready
like
for
the
second one.
DBZ equivalent
Or the other
to
one.
Kenny if Kenny wasn't a main character.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you know, like there's the Krillin owned count, which is like a joke, but it's sort of like Yamcha makes Krillin look cool.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
And Krillin is
To put it
actually
bluntly,
pretty
Krillin is the strongest human in the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yamcha is also human.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
they have the same designs. Like it's hard. Like I thought it was like Goku for a moment, and I was like, what? And then it was like,
Yamcha has the flowing locks. Goku has the spiky locks.
yeah, and then a scar or something, right?
And basically,
Yamcha.
a lot of these
Yamcha has,
characters
like, a
are kind of
scar.
run off from the original Dragon Ball, because like a lot of them lose relevance going forward, like Yamcha, Tien, Jiaotsu. Yeah, even to some extent,
They were all much more active in like the old.
even to some
show.
extent, Piccolo kind of gets sidelined, though not as much.
Not nearly.
Not nearly.
God.
Krillin gets more sidelined. Oh no, Krillin, he at least participates in a lot of shit. He just
I mean, Krillin gets more sidelined than he was in Dragon Ball, but like, yeah.
all right.
Thought you were gonna say more.
All right.
I'm
Next
ready.
one.
Mhm.
3, 2, 1, go.
The following is a
Fan base parody.
animation, toy animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
And Akira
And
Toriyama.
very dead.
Mr. Kent, if you had to come up with a word for how dead. Horrific.
Myself for him.
Oh god. He's gonna Come on. These captions.
I
are
love
nice.
Master Roshi.
I can't wait. Like you guys keep saying that I would love him.
Yamcha was our friend. And you bastards killed him! You! Alright, you're going to avenge him. The 5-year-old over here is... pretty much here as a meat shield. Ha! Look at him, Vegeta! He's like the Raditz of... Can't break it anymore! I can only be pushed so far!
I've never played it. I never played it, but I understand the song.
Nice.
Yeah.
There is worth 5 radits. What? And I am worth 15.
Oh. Ah, come on, don't get so down on yourself. At least you've proved better than our radits.
I hate all of you. Oh, by the way, you missed one.
Oh. Oh, he breathes fire. Okay, cool.
Yeah, way to go. But what about...
Well, you can all learn of it.
Oh.
Well, now,
Oh, Krillin.
Krillin has like the best character arc.
Hold on, you went to college. Yep. What the hell could someone like you possibly...
Wow, that sounds really
Oh my god.
With a minor in pain.
Who's that guy?
Looks
Ooh.
like he's been
Fuck.
disarmed.
Damn it, Barb.
Shut it, Nappa.
Oh, I love it. No tag backs.
So, is he human too, or whatever?
I think.
Yeah, he's human.
I don't know where the third eye comes from.
Yeah, Tien is human. He trained so hard that his third eye opened.
Josie, no!
It's been a long while since I've seen Dragon Ball.
Here.
Yeah.
Josie, you get down from there this instant.
No! I have to do this to friends, and especially you.
But Josie!
Huh.
That won't work, Josie! We already wish... Do it twice!
Wait, what?
Oh.
No! Josie! Josie!
Oh my god. He blew into more pieces than Yamcha.
Krillin! I loved him.
As a memorial to you.
Ah, dang it, Vegeta. You self... Damn it! Ah, I think I made him mad, Vegeta. Should I talk to him about it? The communication. Hey, that was very... Vegeta!
Shit.
Sounded like he said shit for a minute.
He's fighting for the honor of his fallen comrade.
Help me!
Piccolo, help him.
Oh,
For Cody! He hit me! He hit me too!
before he has time to die!
Oh, there's the PTSD.
Yeah. Dash.
The what?
You Pavlov!
Pavlov has allowed us to take a brief moment to explain. Back
Oh,
in
we know.
1904,
Get back to the fight!
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, not
Good.
gonna lie. Dick move, guys. Dick move.
Depends. Can you get him in a full Nelson?
Plans that don't involve killing me? But doesn't that cut our power levels by...
Plan A or Plan B, Krillin?
Plan B! Plan B! Vegeta!
Is that a Naruto thing?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't watch Naruto. I just know that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Believe it, I know that. Yeah, Vegeta.
What kind of incredible mental discipline has this guy gone through?
Patty cake! As fast as you can! Good effort, but I'm the patty cake champion. Viciously self-destruct like that Pokemon.
You stupid. Son of a bitch. His name was Josie!
Yeah, that Josie. Oh my god!
Right behind you, Josie.
Oh, damn.
Pointless.
We're gonna die, aren't we?
Yep. Vegeta!
What?
I can fly.
Yes, Nappa, yes.
He's stronger than all of us combined! Wait, I mean...
But Vegeta, I want to meet the strong guy. To see us kill them.
Oh god, there's no arguing with you. Fine, I'll give you all of you.
Yay! And now we wait.
Oh, God.
Is he here yet?
No! Go have fun, I don't care how.
Oh boy! This is gonna be...
Aw.
Oh, time's up. Time to die. So, where's your friend?
I'm back!
That's great. That was good. This is getting, yeah, I like it.
I had a hell of a day, Vegeta. I sank their battleship. And their...
Oh, God. Oh, wow.
I don't know why, but the two Aquaman things were my favorite moments.
Oh, those were pretty damn good.
I know, guys! We can use whales! Oh.
No!
Oh, God.
That's so fucking good.
Nappa is just so goddamn quotable, man.
Yeah.
I killed their battleship. And their whale.
So far, yeah. So far, Nappa is my favorite, and then I'd have to say, it's a toss up between Vegeta and Piccolo right now.
Yeah.
I like the way like Vegeta's just like, oh god, like I love that shit. Like
that's a good toss up to have.
I don't know, it's up there. So far, I'm just gonna be, you know, what's that called, a casual or whatever by favoring Nappa, because I guess, you know, I'm not edgy. I go with the flow. I go with the popular shit. So.
Yeah, you go with the pop. No, Nappa's the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am ready.
Alrighty, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Episode 9.
Stop him!
Don't worry, Gohan! Go... Any second!
Let's take her too for trying to eat you like that. But I thought there was some Saiyans in the earth.
He's just sitting there. Oh,
some good shit.
That's awesome.
Please get up! Seriously, he's gonna kill us!
Well, the green. Someone else to play with.
Not me. Please not me. Please not me. Please not me. Please not me.
Oof.
Woo! Not me.
Midget's next.
My turn. Nappa, what are you doing?
It's his turn, Vegeta. I have to wait for.
Oh.
Good guy, Nappa.
Okay, Vegeta.
Yes.
Wait, what? What happened? Oh. I thought he saw somebody naked. Oh god, damn it.
9 minutes, 18 seconds.
What's that, Vegeta?
Happiest moment. Stop treating me like a joke, damn it! I've got a new technique, which I... Our friends Get ready for mine! It's a trick!
Vegeta!
Oh god.
Catch it with your teeth.
Yay! Like a... Team play. Trying to be a nice guy.
You killed half...
Trying.
Well, you're failing, oh god!
And so are you. I see what you did there.
Now, it's you and me, big...
Who was that? Was that
Take
Gohan? Yeah.
Mortem!
Whoa, Gohan! What the hell?
Nice, nice.
Snap like that?
No, stay stabbed! Stay stabbed!
Making me so mad. I'm a fire in my blood.
Through one final act of redemption, I'll save Gohan and... Wait a second. Probably still do that now, actually. Yeah, that's it. I'll grab him and throw him out of the window!
Well, at least he covered for it. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's right. Come closer. There's something I have to tell you. Just...
Bleh.
Don't worry, my friend. You can go to Namek and wish myself and the others back with their universe is...
Pecking order.
Oh my god. Oh God, this guy's making it so creepy. I can't take it.
Snapper, that was a very good kill.
He's reading.
Can you at least watch me kill the toddler?
Fine.
I'm gonna eviscerate you and use your gastrointestinal tract as a condom when I...
Oh shit! Nice.
You!
Bitch, please.
Sorry. I failed you.
You sure did. I mean...
Well, it's been fun, kid. I mean, for me, not for you. As for you...
Hey, I'm still alive!
Everyone important. A smash! Where'd he go? Did he disappear? Or was he never there to begin with? Oh, wait, there he is.
Oh, are they all Tenshinhan? Yamcha? Oh, wow, especially Yamcha. Wait, where's
Especially Yamcha.
And there. And there.
Krillin!
Nice, but I brought some sensu beans for you.
Woohoo! Like you, Max Machina.
Hey,
Me totally call
Well, I guess
I killed every single one of them.
those beans refresh him or something.
Yeah, they're like magical, like revitalizing beans.
Okay.
What does the
What?
scouter say about his power level?
It's...
Really?
Yeah. Kick his ass, Nappa.
Yay!
Is that when the show says over the 9,000?
You'll see.
I guess not.
That doesn't seem right. Wait. Nappa!
Okay, there it is.
I had the scouter upside down. It's over 9,000.
Why do you sound so...
It's still not a threat. But... Balls will just wish for immortality. Then no one will be able to stop us.
hello.
And your point is...
Well, if he's dead, the Dragon Balls...
What?
Oh, and
Was
I
that really?
totally killed that guy. Oh, well, at least we still had fun getting here, right? Planet? Vegeta? Vegeta?
9 minutes and 18 seconds.
Oh, that's right, because we're jumping.
Oh.
The next few episodes are the final battle.
What happened?
Oh, now we're into episode 10.
But
the 3-part episode 10.
Oh my god! Like, I want to know.
Oh,
Can we keep going?
and yes, there goes Nappa.
There goes my hero.
So he did kill him. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Vegeta's
I need
kind of a
to
dick.
see more.
You wanna? I mean, the next one is a 3-part, so
Yeah,
but
it's.
I don't think Raymond has
I
the
don't
time.
really have the time. I need to clean my audio and get the hell out.
All right.
But oh my, I'm loving your reactions to this, Dashie. This is just
Yeah?
hearing you
Okay,
like you're
good.
laughing at all the right moments. Oh, it's so good. You're even laughing at moments that I was sort of like at this point. where it's like not even like super laugh out loud. You're just laughing
It's
out.
good.
It is so good.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fucking hilarious. Yes.
It's so
Get to
good.
live vicariously through you again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what like reactions do. You know?
Yeah.
People like made fun of them when they started, but now they're huge. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm loving this.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my
I mean, it is
gosh.
so nice to like.
My face hurts. Like
when you compare it to the
from
previous
laughing.
reactions.
Just sitting here smiling and watching.
We've reacted to so many different things over the years at this rate. I mean, like My Hero Academia, which again has been so enjoyable. But then we have like RWBY and Genlock, where it's just sort of like, do we have to do the reacts? But now, like, I wake up every Saturday morning and I'm like, I can do reacts. I can watch Dr.
Stone and DBZA.
I feel like a little kid again. It's great.
You're so cute. You're so cute.
Oh.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So are you gonna break these up and like do like 2 throughout the week?
I was tempted to do that, but you're right about the whole like retention thing. I don't want people to stick around for things they don't want to watch. That's the sort of thing. And if I was gonna break them up, I would have done it like a in the middle, like episode end thing with like Dr. Stone stuff. Like I would have been like, yo, thanks for joining everyone. I would have done my closing in the middle, and then I would also done a closing at the end. That way I could just cut it up easy. And I wouldn't have to like, it wouldn't have like a weird jump or anything.
You can still do it. It's called editing. But whatever.
Yeah, no. Because we jump like right.
Oh, Raymond, that's it. I'm helping you. I'm taking because last time that last video was way too long. Yeah, Mauler, blah blah blah, but still, like it was
that was too fucking long. That wasn't actually that long.
It wasn't.
It was an hour and 38 minutes.
A lot of
I
that,
think.
you would be surprised. We spent a lot of that time talking about Dr. Stone. Right now, we're up to an hour and 33
Yeah,
minutes.
but you need to put time codes. You need to put like
right? Yeah, you do need to put time codes though.
Yeah, that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'll try and get better.
I mean, I always put time codes, and like, you know, sometimes I put time codes like, skip to like 56 seconds into the video if you want to miss the intro.
Yeah, I'll try and keep that in mind. I've been using this notepad to keep track of things like topic-wise that I could put in shit.
I mean, that is a smart idea, even though you should just rewatch the video when you edit.
Well, I do. I actually, because I have to, or else I don't know where I start the fucking the episodes and such.
The way you said that though was even though
keeping a notepad on hand is just
it's all good.
Anyway, insults towards my editing aside, because people do know that I can do better. Because I did cut up that one.
No, I'm not saying you can't do better at all. I'm saying like, want to take a break, throw it out, throw it at me, like. Yeah. Now that I'm getting
of course you offer when there's one less person to edit.
Fuck you! I've offered last time. Shut up.
Kidding, Dash.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
You have no comeback. Just take it, Krillin. Just take it, Krillin. You're the Krillin right now. You are the Krillin.
You are the Krillin of editing reaction.
Ow!
The strongest human. The strongest human of editing reactions.
What does that fucking make you then? Exactly. What are you saying? You're not human,
dude. He is the whatever character is like the greatest.
I'm at the very least the Piccolo of editing reactions.
That's maybe the
Just take it. Just bend over.
You're more the Dende. More the Dende.
Hey. Oh, Dashie's not there yet.
Yeah, she's not. But we'll get there.
Dende is amazing. You're gonna
can't wait.
Season 2, like as much as season 3 was amazing, season 2 might be the best one.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, like with my spoiler, my spoiler clit, like I call it. I don't with this. It's not like as sensitive. Because I've seen like throughout my life, I've seen so much of like
like Dragon Ball Z is one of those things where it's just like it's like such a part of just the culture.
So like even if I'm told like, oh, there's going to be something here, I don't mind it.
Well,
you know,
and like
as
the
much.
part of it
It's
is
a
like,
little bit,
like
but not as
if
much.
we tried telling you the jokes, I could imagine you being like having an issue because that's kind of the heart of the Abridged.
Well, yeah, don't tell me
But
the
like
jokes.
if we tell you like the big
Like,
plot
but
points,
if you guys talk
of
amongst
like next season there's going to be a big bad named Frieza who's going to be killing people left and right. Like we tell you that, it's not going to mean much. Like that's not the point of this. The point of this is how funny they can make it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's
which, for the record, I think you're right. I think season 2 is probably the best overall because they still weren't they were still willing to take like fourth wall breaking risks, but they were getting into the groove of the serious stuff too.
Okay, so you're talking about Abridged.
Yeah.
Season 2 of the Bridge.
Yes, Abridged.
To be
season
fair,
2.
I think the Cell arc is probably the best arc of the show overall. But there's a lot of debate that can be had with DBZ. There's a lot of good arcs.
I
just can't wait to understand what you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
to
awesome
me,
for me.
First Form Cell, that arc is probably my favorite.
Because it's fucking scary. Dude's like going full Ridley Scott on people. It's awesome.
Yeah. If I had to pick like a single best like a single peak of Dragon Ball Z, I think I would go for First Form Cell.
All right. Well, we're going up 1 hour and 40 minutes here. So let's say a great big thank you to everyone who is watching and a loving shout out to every single one of our patrons. Remember that $1 or more to Fatman or my Patreons will get you access to Team Frostbite Discord where me, him, and Dashie are regularly active and like to pal around with everyone there. Special shout out to every single one of my own patrons who are up on the screen sometime around now. And that's really all I have to say, I think. Any other big notes for everyone?
Volume 6 script is really good.
And follow us on Twitter
yes.
because sometimes things don't happen in YouTube that
Follow
happen.
us on Twitter. You'll see all the videos that I do are posted there whenever they get released. Also, funny shenanigans happen all the time, like when Dashie asked, what are the 3 things you're most proud of? And I, without hesitation, reacted by responding with the lyrics to Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
Yeah, we have fun.
So if you want to be part of those festivities, please hang around our community. We'd love to have you. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.